Hey y'all, what's up? Welcome to Jackie Yaps a Lot, y'all. I'm excited. Another Tuesday, another dope show planned for y'all. So welcome to my new viewers because every week I hope I got some new viewers. I know I got my loyal ones out there. You know how much I love y'all. But yeah, so hey y'all, this is Jackie Yaps a Lot. All right. I am unapologetic. They don't call me unapologetically Jackie for nothing. I cuss. Okay? I tell it how it is. Okay? My show is about black empowerment. It's about black awakening. It's about blackness. It's about the truth. Okay? It's about calling out white supremacy. It's about calling out white people. Feel me? I cuss. I think I said that. So it's 18 plus. You understand? If you're gonna be easily offended, you might want to bounce. But like I say every week, if you stay, right, it's at that point of discomfort, right? That's at that point where you're gonna learn. Okay. So yeah. Um, look, point blank, period. I always say this every week too. Everything on my show is my opinion, okay? I have a right to my opinion, I have a right to my views. You don't like them, guess what? You don't have to fucking watch my show. Okay? You can fucking block me everywhere. Okay? Okay. All right. The other thing is, I am not just speaking on behalf of myself right now. I am speaking on behalf of all black content creators, that are up on social media. Okay? We're fucking going through it, y'all. All right. Especially on Meta. They be suppressing us like whoa. Like I said, last month I was at like 6.1 million views. This month now I'm down to 1.1 million views. And while my boy Marcus told me to look on the bright side and to kind of look at it. No, he didn't say bright side, so that's not that because that's not even I don't like that. You know what I'm saying? Because he didn't say look on the bright side. And there's a difference, right? What he said was yes, it's suppressing you and that shit's infuriating, but your voice is still reaching, 1 million people. And that's a dope way to look at it because it just keeps your spirits up, right? Because at the end of the day, unless I go out and sue Zuck, and trust me, y'all, I would love to. Okay. There's not much more I can do, right? I'm not going to bounce from my threats community. I'm not going to bounce from my communities that I've worked hard to build, right? And that, need to hear my voice, need to need to have access to my resources, right? I ain't gonna do that shit, right? So go to our platforms, make sure you are looking at our profile multiple times a day, make sure you are liking, commenting, and sharing. It costs $0, right? And it's super fucking easy. So please do it, y'all. All right. I'm on Meta. I'm on Threads, I'm on Instagram, I'm on Substack, I'm on YouTube. Okay. All right. Y'all, it's Veterans Day. Right? So I want to say happy Veterans Day to all my black veterans. Yeah, I said all my black veterans for a reason, okay? I'm gonna keep it like that. So I want to really quick, I want to talk about black veterans, okay? Because I wrote a Substack article, of course, today, and it is dope if I have to say so myself. So you should go read it. It's free, right? You should subscribe to me while you're there, right? But I want to read some facts from this, okay? So, did y'all know that over 2.5 million black veterans live in the US today? Did you know that number? I have some people that were really shocked by that number. Because you know what? That makes up about 14% of the total veteran population, y'all. Ain't that cool? And why is that important? Because how are you going to make up this percentage and then not be spoken about? How are you going to make up this percentage and your contributions be actively erased by Teeny Weeny and his administration? You understand? Like, all right. I'm gonna give you some more facts. I'm gonna give you some more facts. So Harlem Hellfighters, right? Y'all heard about them, I hope. Okay, so they fought in World War One. Okay, and they were instrumental in winning certain battles. All right, and y'all, I want you to go to my Substack and read about that. Okay, but y'all, they received accolade after accolade, after accolade, and they broke down so many racial barriers. Okay, all right, so I ain't gonna talk too much about him because I talked about him in my last episode, but you know I gotta mention my man Robert Smart. I love that brother, okay? All right, remember him? 1862? He stole that Confederate ship. You remember that? By the way, I forgot to tell y'all, my daughter asked me, my little one, when we were talking about this, she said to me, Mom, did he and Hannah stay together? Y'all, that was a dope question. And I told baby girl that I would get back to her, and I haven't. So I gotta do that. If you happen to know, right? If you happen to know, let me know. Hit me up on social media. Once this is on YouTube, which will be on YouTube, this show will be on YouTube when? On Thursday, 8 a.m. EST. Yes. Let me know there. But yeah, I'm going to loop back on that. But yeah, don't forget about, about Robert Smalls, right? James, right? Amstead Lafayette. Please tell me you know about him. I know I mentioned him before, right? He was an enslaved man who served as a spy during the American Revolution. Y'all, he fucking won the American Revolution for America. You fucking understand that? Like, yeah. How many people do you think really have heard about him? Mm-hmm. And y'all know that Harriet Tubman, right? You know she served, right? Right? Come on. In my Substack article, y'all. All right. Tuskegee Airmen, you have to mention them. Why? You tell me. If you don't know what, go read and learn. So look, I am doing this deliberately, right? Why am I doing this, right? Jackie's Academy is all about what? It's about Black empowerment, about Black history, celebration. It's about education, all of that, right? But it's also about preservation. And I think I mentioned that before. I am doing this because we are living in a time under a administration that is actively erasing the legacies of Black veterans, right? And legacies that they fucking have a lot of caucasity erasing, considering these legacies have literally been the reason why battles and wars have been won, right? So they ain't doing that shit on my watch. You understand? And I will hit that on Threads. I will hit that on Substack. And then guess where I will commemorate it? That's right, on my website. Okay. Under everything Black, you will see Legacy of Valor. Okay. And that's where I have all of the stories of Black veterans. Now, again, they're short and sweet. Okay. But they preserve. And I had to do it fucking quick because it was something I've been working on. But then that motherfucker started erasing all their stories. So it started to be hard to find them. You understand? So with that being said, like I said, it's there. Okay. And that's the purpose for it. Okay. So yeah, happy Veterans Day, y'all. I hope that you just learned something new, but I hope that that encourages you to go subscribe to my Substack, y'all. Okay, I got dope ass educational material on there. All right, so hit it up. All right, so my Black Holiday Shopping Guide. Okay, I want to talk about it for a moment, y'all. And I'm smiling, right? And the reason why I'm smiling is because I have a larger platform, right? I have a bigger community, which means I have a further reach, which means my amplification of these Black entrepreneurs is fucking huge. It's going to bring traffic to their businesses. And that shit excites me, like genuinely excites me, because that was like legit one of my visions when I started my academy to watch it come through or true is fucking wild to me, y'all. Okay. So like that guide, it's pinned now to my Threads account. So it's there. You can automatically access it, right? It's gonna link you out to a view only Canva guide, but that Canva guide has the hyperlinks directly to the store. And guess what, y'all? I added a kids section, right? So thank you to my Threads community for dropping Black businesses that had kids' toys and shit. It was exciting. I'm fun. It's fun. It's fun. So listen to this, yo. I checked my Canva before going on to tonight's show, and it is 940 total visits and 724 total unique visits. Why is that dope? Break it down. I mean, 940 visits, right? That's almost 1,000 people that are being introduced to maybe, Black entrepreneurs that they have never heard of before, right? That is huge for our community, right? And then the money that should be funneled back to us is going to be, and that's fucking dope, okay? But then you have the 724 total unique visits. So people are coming back to check the guide. They're revisiting the guide, and it's also getting new visits. And that is fucking dope. So help me elevate it. Okay. Go on Threads and elevate it. I posted about it on Substack too. Why? Because it gets the word out there. Okay. And it's going to uplift and help the Black community. Something that a lot of white folks, you be saying you want to do. How fucking easy is this shit? You understand? And then while you're there, go jump to a couple of these sites and purchase something. You understand? All right. Okay. So what I want to say is your girl is also super happy tonight because I was featured in an article. Yes, on Substack. It's Women's and Culture, and they are a dope platform that is on Substack. And they reached out to me and they said, "Hey, you dope. We want to interview you." And I said, "Okay." And y'all, this is a dope interview because you get to learn more about me. You get to learn more about my vision, right? And I love it. It is such an honor. It's such an honor, and it's still kind of like it's weird to me when people reach out to me. It's weird to me because it's like I'll be honest, I still don't realize the impact. Like sometimes I question myself. I am my own worst motherfucking enemy. Oh my God, I critique myself so hard, right? But then when this happens and like they're saying like you're fucking doing it, you're making an impact on this community, on our community for Black people. I'm like, yeah. So yeah, check out the article. Again, everybody says to me, not everybody, that's an exaggeration, okay? But people will say to me like, oh, we can't afford a monetary contribution. That's okay, because there are people making them, and those people can afford them. So let them make them. But it's super easy to like these initiatives that I'm a part of, right? To like them, share them, right? Read it, promote it. That shit matters. It makes a difference, y'all. All right? All right. So what's going on in the news? So I'm going to share a couple of updates here tonight, okay? But if you want more of my news updates, go to Threads, go to Substack, please, because again, I only got an hour, all right? And y'all know how when I get into it, right, and I start flowing, I start ranting, so I can't talk about everything, okay? So I'm going to highlight a few things. Sudan news. So yesterday, a funeral procession being held in a government-held city was attacked. It killed 40 people and wounded numerous others. The conflict still has no end in sight and appears to be spiraling. With army held at El Obeid, and I don't know if I said that correctly, being the next violent flashpoint. And I will spell it. It's Obeid. So keep Sudan in your fucking mouths. Keep talking about them. Keep elevating the stories. Again, these posts are definitely suppressed on my social media accounts. And again, Substack is different because of the emails that you are allowed to send. But I would tell you that Substack is suppressing as well. So hit up, like I said, my profile, and I will be talking about Sudan weekly. Okay. So the Kansas GOP redistricting effort was blocked, y'all. It was blocked. So Kansas Republicans, guess what? They could not gather enough House signatures to force a special session for the redrawing of those congressional maps, y'all. Ha ha, assholes. And then we're going to continue the fucking good news. Yesterday, the Supreme Court rejected the bid to overturn same-sex marriage rights, y'all. And that is dope as shit. And what was equally as dope was my Threads feed, okay? Because it is lit up with same-sex couples, all black. And again, I ain't saying that there's not interracial couples, but I'm saying like it's all black. You feel me? And I love that because we do have a problem in our community with homophobia. We're gonna come back and we're gonna and I ain't gonna say homophobia because you are not afraid of the LGBTQ plus community. I fucking hate that. You ain't afraid of them. Okay, that's called a bigot. Okay, but anyways, we gotta hit that up. But I said I want to talk about the good news, and so we're gonna focus on the motherfucking good news, which is that the Supreme Court rejected the bid, and I believe they also charged that Kim bitch like $360,000. Okay, all dope as shit. So, all right. So now I'm going to segue into the government shutdown. Okay, so it ended on 11/10. Now, when I say it ended, they have the agreement. They're going to pass it. The House is it's not funny. Well, it is funny. The House can't get back right now because of the shutdown. Because so the flights are being impacted, right? So they're going to be there on Wednesday. Things will be signed, and the government will reopen. And when that happens, federal workers will receive the 2.5 or more paychecks that they have missed. All right, I'm gonna go into a bigger discussion now. Okay, I posted about this, and when I posted about this, I posted this and I said that there was a glimmer of hope before this passed. I said it was a glimmer of hope that the government shutdown was going to be coming to an end, and the backlash that I got, and again I posted about this, was fucking wild. Okay, so I'm gonna talk, I'm gonna yap about this. You like when I do that, when I throw in yap? You do. Okay, I'm gonna yap about this for a little while. Okay, before I do and get into the nitty gritty, what I want to say is this: it is abundantly clear that there are a lot of Americans that have no clue how the government works. And y'all, I ain't here to judge you because you don't know what you don't know, but y'all gotta slow the fuck down and watch who you're talking to and how you're talking to them. Because a lot of y'all are really cocky and you have no fucking idea what you're talking about. And I'm all for a conversation, but if you come into my comment section acting arrogant as shit, you're either gonna get cussed out or blocked. I ain't gonna educate you. I hope that's crystal motherfucking clear. All right? So I got a lot to hit upon, and I'm just trying to figure out how I want to hit upon it, because what I can say is this, is that there is a lot of people who feel very committed to the Democrats. There's a lot of dudes out there getting a really big hot on, and a lot of women that are getting very moist. I said what I fucking said, all right, y'all, because it's the fucking truth. The way people are coming at me for me holding the Democrats equally as responsible for the expiration of the ACA credits is insane. It's wild. And the passion that they're doing it with, okay, is amazing. And it's amazing because it's a passion that is completely unsubstantiated. It's a passion of pure fucking ignorance and being brainwashed. You understand? The Democrats could have protected the ACA before this. Y'all have to understand that what inspired Obamacare, also known as ACA, the Affordable Care Act, was Romney Care, right? I live in Massachusetts, assholes. Okay? That's what inspired Obamacare. It was a Republican inspired healthcare, healthcare. Okay? The Democrats as a whole adopted that. Okay? They adopted it in its entirety without examining or caring or whatever part of Romney Care that allowed right? That was benefiting the insurance companies. So what the fuck am I saying? Because that the ending wasn't smooth there. What I'm saying is this, that the ACA credits, okay, and premiums, right, that were front and center during the shutdown go straight to the insurance companies. And we all know the insurance companies are our motherfucking enemy. Okay? So the ACA credits, right? Those credits and subsidies, okay, again, that the Democrats could have looked to change. And do not fucking sit here and tell me that, well, how can they have done that? How could they bring down premiums? Blah, blah, blah. You know what? Other fucking countries, and a lot of them seem to have figured it out. So shut the fuck up with the gas lighting. Okay, the Democrats had the opportunity at that point to change, to make changes. Okay, and they didn't. They did not protect it. Okay, instead they allowed these subsidies and these tax credits, and knowing, right, that they're going to the insurance companies, this very insurance companies that the Bernie Sanders, and yes, on record, I am guilty. There will probably be pictures of me on social media somewhere holding a fucking Bernie Sanders sticker. Okay? Because there was a time where I was not as well versed on who he really was. And on the surface, you know what I'm saying? I bought into it. Okay? But you have the Bernie Sanders of the world out there talking about big insurance companies. They're the but then is sitting there literally fighting and closing and keeping the government closed to pour money back into the insurance companies' pockets while again acting like they're fighting for the disenfranchised. That's not fighting for the disenfranchised. Fighting for the disenfranchised, right, would be fighting fighting and fighting for a way, fighting and looking for premiums, right? Looking for ways to bring down the premiums, right? Without funneling the money into the pockets of the fucking enemy. Okay? So here's the deal. What did the Democrats expect other than a guarantee of a vote, which is the usual democratic process? And that's the other thing that is so important for me to push out, because everyone's like, well, you know, John Thune, you know, all he could do is say a promise and break the promise. They should have, like, I don't blame the ignorance coming through, right, on my social media, because these people are learning from the ignorant ass people in the government, because these people know better. The Democrats know that John Thune can't do much more than promise, since he can't unilaterally grant subsidy extensions. Like, he literally does not have the fucking power to do that. So all he can do is promise. Could his promise be a lie? Absolutely. But that's all he can do. And the Democrats fucking know that. They know that. And what they did is they allowed millions of federal workers to suffer while they tried to carry forth an agenda that was never going to pass, because they're fucking playing political games too. The government could regulate their prices and premiums, y'all. There are ways, like I said, there are ways to regulate without paying insurance companies an exorbitant amount of money. All right. But in this country, the way that white nationalism, the way that these fuckers and white supremacists have you thinking, right? They have you immediately going to blame the individuals why sorry, to go blame the individuals and to make excuses, essentially, to make excuses and continue. I'm thinking it through because it's coming through at the same time. So folks' gut response is to continue to blame the citizens when they should be questioning the structure. There it is. You understand what the fuck I'm saying? So what they're doing is they're finding all of these ways. Oh, they should have voted over here. This, that. But at the end of the day, you need to look at the fucking structure. Like the question isn't, why do you have this view, black woman? Why are you saying this shit? Why are you talking about the Democrats this way? It's, why the fuck is our healthcare so goddamn high to begin with? That's the question that you need to be asking, not yelling at a black woman with a fucking viewpoint. Okay? And then not only yelling at me for my viewpoint, but then like putting words in my mouth as though I fucking support the Republicans. I don't. I hate them too. I hate them more. But to sit here and to absolve the Democrats of responsibility and act like they were doing the right thing is fucking stupid and wild to me. Wild to me. And listen, the whole situation sucks, okay? The whole situation sucks. But we're here because white people hate black people. Okay? Remember, Trump could have stepped up and extended the ACA subsidies, right? Even with the issues with the subsidies that I called out, he could have extended that with an executive order, not John Dewey, but Teeny Weeny himself could have extended it. Why didn't he? Because why the fuck would a racist twat extend credits developed by the black man? He wouldn't, he didn't. And the Democrats kept the shutdown going, asking for guarantees they knew the majority leader couldn't give. And then they depend on the ignorance of the population who don't understand how the government works. And that's, my dears, where I come in to show you how the fucking government works. Pull your heads out of your asses and shame on the motherfucking Democrats. Shame on them. Confusing every fucking body. They know these people are fucking smart. They know how dumb this base is. Are you fucking kidding me? John Dillon, what the fuck do you want him to do, stupids? And furthermore, the Democrats single-handedly, the Democrats stopped bills clean CIs, okay, to pay federal workers. And the Democrats said no. So you're telling me that while you play your political games and still collect your paycheck while your fucking interns are coming to work and not getting paid, when there's reports of people who are working in the fucking Capitol, it's kind of accurate, Capitol, crying because they can't pay their bills. These motherfuckers say nah. And nobody wants to call them out for using people's livelihoods as fucking leverage? Because why? You think they care about you? They don't. They don't fucking care about you. They never have. And they never fucking will. Not until we do what I have been preaching. Which is what? Bringing down the whole motherfucking government. and rebuilding it. And fucking building it. And while we're at it, we're gonna tear down every other motherfucking institution because guess what? Riddled with white motherfucking supremacy. Okay, we're gonna tear them down and we're gonna fucking rebuild them too. That's your path forward. But kissing the Democrats' ass, like I said, getting that hot on, getting moist, it ain't the fucking way to go. Any questions or concerns, what I have to say? Reach out to me on social media. All right. So there was a couple of days ago where, let me see, it was 6 days ago, where I posted intentionally what I'll call a controversial post on Threads. So I said, I told y'all last night that Teeny Weeny was going to lose his shit. He did not disappoint. Mr. Teeny, this is not presidential behavior. And then I shared a post of what Teeny Weeny said. He didn't. And don't worry, y'all. I went right in and I told people, you know what? I'm fucking with y'all, giving that racist asshole a taste of his own medicine. And y'all, like I said, people did not disappoint. Straight up wilding out over this post. Oh my God, you're lying, bitch. Bitch, no, it's parody. You have no problem with other counts, Rachel Doodle. Rachel motherfucking Doodle, who now says the fact that she was selling her stickers, lying. That shit pisses me off, lying about being harassed. Mind you, this bitch followed me and she saw the shit I went through with that motherfucker Patrick. She fucking saw it. She saw my life being threatened. She saw me being threatened to be raped. She saw the fact that they pulled my motherfucking kids into it, and that bitch sold a lie, and then she fell back on saying that it's a fucking parody. So you know what? Kiss my motherfucking black ass. I'll parody every motherfucking day if I want to. And on top of motherfucking that, when you have a motherfucker sitting in the White House that doesn't know how to tell the fucking truth, you have fucking audacity coming at me for any motherfucking thing I said. That shit pisses me off. They tolerate his lies every motherfucking day. 60 fucking minutes. 60 fucking minutes. Don't say shit. But again, what do you want to do? You want to come at the black, or you tolerate the lies in mother education and motherfucking education. You tolerate the lies there, bitches, right? You tolerate that fucking lies and medical information. Jefferson shit is still in our medical fucking schools, in their textbooks. Y'all tolerate that. Where's the same outrage for this shit as it is for me posting a parody and then saying immediately that it was? Fuck you, double standards. That's what that shit is. Double fucking standards. Shit pisses me off. Fucking tell me something twice. So you guess what? I'm also a mom. I am a mom, and I love being a mom. My two girls are my entire fucking life. And like I said, I do not share pictures. I do not talk more about them, meaning like names and all that shit. Because, like I just said, with that Rachel fucking Doodle bitch, I actually have my life threatened. You understand? And I actually had people, and this shit pisses me off every time I have to say it. And it's on my website if you don't believe me, that said that they had pictures of my kids, like they knew my kid, you know what I'm saying? So that's why. But I love my baby girls, and I love, like I said, I love being a mom. And why? Because you have the opportunity to help another human grow straight out the gate and like build them into the dopest human alive. You know what I'm saying? And a human that's not only going to benefit themselves, but also, their community and other humans, right? So I decided that I'm going to start adding a segment about being a mom and talk about parenting. I ain't talking, I'm yapping, right? I don't know, I did it. Yapping about parenting. It wasn't as smooth as though, y'all. That wasn't as smooth as last time. So, what I want to talk about tonight in my parenting segment is cleaning up after my kids. All right. So, I may not do what y'all do. So, I had my kids. I decided, not me. Me and my husband decided that we were going to have children. We were going to create two humans, right? And that's what we did. So, they're my children. Do I clean up after them? Absolutely. Do I wait on them? Absolutely. When they're done eating and they're like, Mom, can you clean this up for me? Do I do it? Yeah. Now, does that mean, now all you out there that are shaking your head like, what the fuck? Now, listen, does that mean that I don't have expectations and standards? Absolutely not. Okay. But when I'm sitting there and that question's asked to me, or I'm on the couch and I'm, reading a book or I'm watching a movie and they ask me to go get a drink and I get my black ass up. What I do is I do something a little bit different, right? I always say to them when they say, oh, Mom, thank you, because I always say thank you. And again, like I said, they still have standards that they follow. I tell them that they need to pay it forward. So I said, it's all good, baby girl. I got you. I'm your mom. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get you this water, right? I'm going to clean up your plate. But when you have, and then I always say if you choose to, because again, I am not going to set expectations. If you choose to have kids and I got grandbabies, you best be cleaning up after them. You best be getting off your black ass and getting them their drink when they want it or their snack when they want it. Why? Because mama did it for you. And I will tell my grandbabies to call me and let me know if your ass is acting goofy. And I also say I ain't gonna have my reprimanding discussion with you in front of my grandbabies because that'd be disrespectful. But you better believe that we'll be having a side conversation. And I'll be reminding you about how you sat here and made me clean up after your ass. You see what I'm saying? So that's one of my parenting things. Like I said, I always been like that. Again, I'm not telling them that that they can't, that they shouldn't clean up after themselves because they should. But at the end of the day, they ain't gonna end up like slobs because we're not. You understand? And right now, they ain't slobs. They're lazy. They're kids, right? And they're taking full advantage of having a parental lifestyle or a parental approach, as I do, right? And again, they're the most empathetic, considerate humans ever. You know what I'm saying? And there has been plenty of times where I'm sitting there and I'll ask my husband, can you go get me a drink? And it's baby girls that get up and get it. You feel me? So again, you can tell by your engagement with your kids if they're vibing with your style, right? And you don't have to be doing what everybody else be doing. You can do your own thing. That's okay. And we all don't have the answers. We're gonna fuck up and fall on our face, and that's okay too. As long as we own it and we apologize to our kids, right? I hope you like the parenting section. Let me know. Let me know, okay? I like it. I like it. All right. So now we are gonna get to I want to what? I want to speak on it. All right. So point blank period. We had the election, right? We had a blue wave. Everybody was like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Okay, cool. That shit happened. That shit happened. But y'all are celebrating really quick. And there's two things when it comes to celebrating. One is slows your asses down. I'm talking to white people because you get so caught up in your celebrations that you fucking lose momentum and you lose focus and you think, okay, the fight's over because again, y'all don't know how to have a fucking fight because again, you're white. But anyways, you have to understand that the GOP, they don't want to lose the midterms because if they lose the midterms, they understand that a lot of them are going to be going what? Going where? My speaker just shut off. To jail. You understand? So I know y'all got confidence that the Democrats are gonna win the midterms, and it's probably that same level of confidence that you had that Kamala was gonna win, right? That same level of confidence. But then what happened? What happened? Teen, you mean you stole the election? And then the Democrats just sat there like, no, we ain't gonna contest nothing. We're just gonna sit here. Right? Right? So you probably think, right? Oh, it's gonna happen, but bitches, a couple of things. One, the midterms are still a year away. A whole fucking year away, y'all. So one, that's a long motherfucking time to have to live under a fascist. And again, the midterms are a year away, but you would technically be living under a fascist for 2 years. That's a long motherfucking time. Okay? Second of all, and again, if you ain't feeling it, then that means you're privileged. You need to check your shit. You understand? That is also plenty of time for teeny weeny to fuck with shit. And let's just say this. Let's just say he can't fuck with shit so much that he could actually fuck with the midterm results. Let's just pretend that for 5 seconds. You don't think that motherfucker's gonna try? And you think he's gonna be peaceful? You have to understand that the white man's love language is violence. That's all they know. That's all they know how to speak. So he is not going to sit here understanding that his crusty, musty ass is about to go to jail and just be like, oh, okay. Are you good? Y'all okay? So I hope y'all got a plan. White people talking to you. Because again, we black people, we showed up. We did our motherfucking job. Again, white people, you continue to show us, and not only white women do you not understand the motherfucking assignment, but y'all don't like black or brown. Y'all just you fail every motherfucking time. What you gotta be doing is something in the meantime, and then you gotta again something meaningful again in a polka dot dress, ain't it? That ain't meaningful. Yelling at my girl Keandria, that ain't meaningful either. Y'all better leave that. You better leave that bitch, and I say bitch because I love her. You understand? You better leave her alone. You better cut the fucking shit. You understand? But that shit ain't it. That shit ain't it. So I hope y'all got a motherfucking plan. That's all I'm gonna say is I hope y'all have a motherfucking plan, because if you think that you're just gonna ride the momentum of the blue wave, you're fucking stupid. Okay? Okay. I want to speak on it. I want to speak on Robert Charles. So my man Marcus, my brother Marcus, brought him to my attention. You can go to Instagram on my Instagram page, and I actually reposted the content that I watched in order to formulate what I'm going to share with you tonight. So this black man was shot 27 times for sitting on a porch in New Orleans. They actually tried to arrest him for defending himself. The white folks did. Okay. Now again, this is back in the day. He took out, all right, so our man, Robert Childs, took out 27 white supremacists before they were able to catch him and beat him and lynch him. Does that sound familiar? And what I mean by sound familiar is, can you not translate Robert Childs' story to today? Do you see? Right? Robert Childs was targeted for being black and being in a white neighborhood. He was in the wrong place with the wrong skin color. How many of our brothers and sisters can you name in the past decade that were in the wrong place and had the wrong skin color? How many of those were our babies? Y'all, all at the hands of the ancestors of these fucks, because this shit is just repeating, and it's repeating because we ain't doing nothing about it. Instead of knocking these motherfuckers out, we sit there and we say, oh no, that's wrong, you shouldn't do it. What the fuck? We have black men getting shot for holding a sub. Do you understand? And I know that story is not recent, but that story resonated with me, and it resonated with me for feelings such as this that are evoked when we talk about Robert Charles, when we talk about a man that was shot 27 times for sitting on a fucking porch because he was the wrong skin color. How you could translate that to a brother sitting there with a fucking sub trying to go into his house and being shot and killed. Come the fuck on. I'm tired, y'all. I'm tired. I'm tired. And you should be too. I want to speak on it. All right, y'all. I'm going to my You Good segment. Listen, I mentioned it earlier and I'm going to say it again. All you motherfuckers coming at me, not agreeing with the Democrats does not equate to supporting the GOP. I don't know if I need to break down the word equate for you dumbasses out there, but not agreeing with the Democrats does not mean that I support the GOP. You dumb motherfuckers, are you good? My entire motherfucking platform is about bringing down the government and rebuilding it. The government in its fucking entirety. Are you good? I've been very vocal about this and I've been very motherfucking honest. And I've been very motherfucking honest about my disdain for both parties. Do you listen? Cut the shit. You good? White dudes trying to sound nice as they condescend. Are you good? That shit be happening to me a lot lately. It happens to me a lot on Substack, and I think it's because the white dudes that get on Substack think that they're writers, but they're not. They're just the same mediocre fucks. Just I don't know, with something in their fucking title that makes them sound like they're a fucking writer. The same motherfuckers that probably go sit in Starbucks and look at the thing with their fucking coffee thinking that they're doing something. They ain't doing shit. Okay? They ain't doing shit. Okay? But this mother, they fucking come to my shit condescending me. Bitches! I am a fucking educated black woman. I know my shit. Okay? Don't fucking come sitting there condescending me and then thinking because you're talking nice to me that I am going to be any less of a fucking bitch to you. And I say that with pride. Why? Because who the fuck you talking to? You, white man, trying to insert yourself above me, black woman. Ha! Ain't gonna motherfucking happen. Okay? Talking to me. Talking to me. Like you have a right to even engage with me, bitch. You don't. You don't. That's the best motherfucking part. You ain't my God. You ain't my savior. I ain't the white woman who's gonna sit there and fucking worship your white ass. That ain't me. That ain't me. White centered America has you white dudes confused. Confused that your motherfucking opinions matter. And that I give a shit because I don't. I promise you, I don't. Okay? I know my motherfucking shit. Okay? And guess what? I absolutely emotionally reply, but I educate. I can't say educately. That's not a word. I'll say I educately. I'll get the word. Motherfucker, I had a good thing going, but yeah, you know what I'm saying. But no, I'm seriously. But are you good? Like, are you fucking good? Are you good? Fucking white dudes. And there's one on my Substack. You need to go read that shit. That motherfucker. And I made him look stupid as shit. Why? Because again, I'm smart as shit, bitch. I am smart as motherfucking shit. Why? Because I got greatness all up in my motherfucking DNA. Why? Because I'm black. Y'all don't understand. And even after I display it, y'all motherfuckers still confused. Still be tripping. Still be tripping. And again, I can talk. I can talk. I can talk very seriously I can talk without any slang if I chose to. If I did not want to use my cultural, dialects, I could also do so. I can change the entire sound of my voice, no different than, White Chicks. My baby girl loves that show. You feel me? When they, you understand? You understand? You understand? I can have that shit come through in my messaging to you too. Again, I will make you look stupid on so many fucking levels. Do not condescend me. Okay? And again, white men, white women, understand this. I do not care about you. I do not care about you, your opinion, your feelings, nothing. Okay? Okay. Are you fucking good, white folks, trying to lecture me? That's the other thing. I got some bitch on my Substack today trying to lecture me. The bitch doesn't even follow me. Trying to lecture me, and the bitch don't even follow me. First of all, don't fucking try to lecture me. Second of all, you don't even follow me, which means that you went out of your way as a white person to go to the black person's comment section and give them a stern talking to. Bitch, this ain't slave times. Who the fuck you reprimanding? You ain't my mama. You ain't my mama. My mama watching tonight. Hi, mama. But you ain't my mama. So, kindly fucked off. Okay? Are you good? Y'all, that's my show. What do you think? When I said that's my show, that was my segments, that was my flow. And you know what? I fucking like that shit. I think I structured it a little bit differently. Did you notice that? Did you notice it? Tell me you noticed it, but you know what I'm going to do. You know what I'm about to do. We are ending tonight's show like we always do with a poem. And this is now finishing a series, right? This is finishing the series. But a poem from my brother, Samuel M. Brown. And I tell you every week how much I love this brother. And I will continue to tell you every week because I mean it. And I am so happy that he gave me the opportunity and the honor of playing his work on my show. And with that being said, I bring to you my brother and your fucking dope ass poet, Samuel Brown.
Samuel Brown here. Good morning, kings and queens. Another Jackie Yaps, November 11, 25. I'm back at you. First thing first, shout out to the queen. Shout out to the girl. Unapologetically Jackie. Peace to you, queen. I got this last piece of this trilogy, Imagine, part 3. Let's get right to it. Imagine the people who hurts the most.
It's okay. We have time, and my speaker died, and that's okay. So just give me 1 second, and I would disconnect from my speaker, and I will play right from my phone. All right. No worries. And we are back. Give me 1 moment, y'all. This should come right through my phone, and you should be good to go. I actually have to swipe up so that way it plays it over. And then we go. And I saved time this time just in case I had hiccups. I'm just happy about that. All right, y'all. Here we go.
Samuel Brown here. Good morning, kings and queens. Another Jackie Yaps, November 11, 25. I'm back at you. First thing first, shout out to the queen. Shout out to the girl. Unapologetically Jackie. Peace to you, queen. I got this last piece of this trilogy, Imagine, part 3. Let's get right to it. Imagine the people who hurts the most. And American evil has them in focus. They take what's equal and ignore emotion. Imagine, my people, just let this soak in. Imagine dying every day of your life. All the crying, full of pain and strife. Imagine climbing a hill so high to find at the top that hate still rise. Imagine no help or friends around, all by yourself in unfamiliar towns. Imagine the jails America's found, her biggest cells only blacks and browns. Imagine not wanting police to come because they're reaching to shoot their guns. Imagine a Congress that don't respond, and there are the culprits, so nothing's done. Imagine a country who votes for Trump, which shows it only evolved to dumb. Imagine the holy, the crimes it's done, the Pope and his cronies touching our sons. Imagine the chaos, a system of fear. The shootings are way out, revolution is near. Imagine no way out, it's part of the deal. The universe plays out the way that it feels. Imagine. Part 3 by Samuel M. Brown. Blacktacular Poetry.
All right, y'all. So that's tonight's show. Thank you so much for tuning in to Jackie Yaps a Lot here every Tuesday at 7 p.m. EST on Cultureflix. What I need y'all to remember to do is to hit up my YouTube channel, Jackie Yaps a Lot, and please subscribe and then go watch all my episodes and then like them and then fucking share them because I want to be the fucking biggest thing on YouTube, y'all, because my message is profound and everybody needs to be exposed to Black excellence, Black awakening, Black power, just fucking everything. We own this shit. So let's own fucking YouTube. You feel me? So again, hit me up there, subscribe. And again, tonight's episode will be on YouTube when? Thursday at 8 a.m. EST. I will see you all next Tuesday. Love you so fucking much. Peace out, y'all.